Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, magical Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane. We're off here to an exciting 1v1 on Semoski winter in the cold, wintry daylight. We shall be watching Detach here fighting for Germany, for the Reich, rolling out under the banner of the 3rd Panzerdivision, tasked with securing this village for a vital crossing. Opposing him shall be Obscura, fighting for the Soviet Union, fighting under the banners of the 121st Rifle Corps, tasked with holding this area against any fascist advances. Noting his commanders are Guard Motor, Reserve Army and Guard Rifle combined arms versus Detached with Mechanized Assault, German Mechanized and Assault Support. So there's a bit of an Assault and Mechanized theme going on here for Detach at the moment. Grenadiers start with an MG following up rapidly there. Pioneering southwards.
Red Army at your service.
Obscura spreading out a bit as well.
Standing by. Waiting for your command.
So far so good, comrades. And Kameraden. And some slight hiccups. Logging the MG42 mount off. To the front line.
Well done,
need something demolished.
Combat engineers on the move. Partner secured. Conscripts moving forwards.
You need something built?
So far so good, so quiet. Early Special Rifle Command there for Obscura, going a bit for the same build we saw him previously. 2 conscripts, 2 combat engineers, and then a Special Rifle Command, likely with some scout cars on the way here.
Your orders, comrade.
Grenadier moving out, MG42 following up.
This now belongs to the
Seems like he's focusing around this line.
Soviet Union.
Quick reconnaissance move into the building there to ensure there's nothing nearby. We'll at least have something, and there you go, the MG42 might start to support this. Next being attacked here from the front. Now the Gunner squad is arriving here for Detach.
Comrade. Good work, your command.
And there goes scout car on the way. Fuel upon here being secured, fuel upon there also being secured, MG4 sitting up.
Not one step back. This is our
Grenadier slightly falling
now.
back here. Interesting. Grenadier moving up as well.
Conscripts ready and willing.
Seems like he's focusing on a very sort of small but at the same time rather wide branches into an attention to be attacked from numerous angles. So it rather creates a bit of a challenge here initially for Detach to sort of hold this kind of territory. Pioneers are doing quite well against the conscripts of a building. The conscripts are out in the open and close too. Overall giving the Pioneers quite the advantage here, and the conscripts rapidly fall back as realised they're in a slightly disadvantageous situation. When taking into fight, conscripts falling back, first scout car arriving, mobilising. Pondy being secured as well. Could soon be getting a flamethrower, thus adding to the nastiness of those combat engineers. Meanwhile, continuing the left-hand side as well. So far, getting quite the territorial advantage. Detach adding a second MG42 to his detachment. Haha.
Awaiting orders.
We have a new scout car at our disposal.
And there we go, the second M3A1 pulls up there for Obscura.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Conscript suffering minor losses here to the Grenadiers, although it looks like the Grenadiers also lost one more Devil. And there we go, scout cars rolling forward. Both scout cars, in fact, lining up for quite the assault. No flame for the enemy coming in, Pioneers trying to take territory, but they will likely encounter a rather rapid firing fate. And there we go, 2 scout cars immediately running up. And we do see here that Detach is quick to hit the retreat button and pull back in the face of such a nasty little thing. Quite understandable. And we're seeing an early bunker up here. Considering the positioning, considering the overall amount of machine guns he's got at the moment, it's likely going to be a command bunker that's establishing a forward position here inside the village. Interesting to see. A bit rare to see a command bunker being used. Command bunker. Well, I'm not sure how to pull those 2 words together. But still, a command bunker. Should give him something to have fun with. Gonna slightly falling back, the scout cars once more constantly pulling about here, forming small death patrol with 250 calibers, threatening to cut down any infantry that is a bit too careless. Going to likely fall back here to the command bunker. And there we go, upgraded up. That's ensuring that Detach can fight from here, and certainly will be much harder to dislodge from that position. But at the same time realising his viewpoint is not quite covered. And so Obscura will be obscuring that, and we're only going to like to make us company up. We're like to be seeing scout cars in response to the M3A1s.
Scout car here. Mines planted. Now we wait.
Also quick to lay down some mines, noting here a dual mine. Nice one. Now that's definitely going to hurt someone. And it's not Obscura. There you go, quickly pulling into the building. That's denying the fuel point, but he might not get it. At the same time, he can ensure his opponent doesn't get it and draw out some manpower as well. While he still has one fuel point plus most of the territory. So overall, Obscura will that way be getting quite a few advantages. Scout cars moving in to further sort of keep him off. And overall, at the moment, we do note the Detach can't really project the amount of firepower he needs to get that back.
Engineers ready.
So in a slightly problematic situation at the moment. The MD-42 has pulled up a bit further, but at the same time the scout cars will be able to fire away, and of course the troops as well. Signalists will have to fall back here. Sadly, the Detach did not quite support that fully. There you go, looks like Common Squad could go down, No, looks like he gets away, luckily for him. Yes, luckily for Detach and his Soldaten. But there we go, 2-2-1 scout car rise to Detach. That's going to add a bit of firepower for this upgrade. That should give him a chance of pushing back the M3A1s. We also noting here that he's not really got a lot of units otherwise besides that. Then again, it rather gives him a rather hard-hitting and rapid-firing and rapid-moving unit.
It is cold back here with the gun.
Going for the cut point now, that's good. And we're noting guards mode has been chosen then for Obscura. Like this guards infantry will arrive to sort of help deal with enemy scout cars, since that's like one of the counter responses basically in the MT1. Get a scout car beyond, of course, in that regard, it's not uncommon then to sort of already prepare for that. Getting some guard cars infantry to cover up for that. So in that regard, Obscura is going for some pretty established stuff already. Pretty common. Using two scout cars at the same time might be seen as a bit more regular, but using guards in to sort of cover up and guard against any guards or scout cars, of course, are quite common, in particular probably limiting the others in scout car, that way having something that can sort of really throw that off. We are knowing a second 2-1 here. Looks like the Detach is realising he needs a bit more firepower than just one to take it on with a reasonable chance. Mine the hit. Oh, both mine went off. Only took out half the squad. That's, I suppose, a small victory there. That he managed to get his opponent away 60 munitions on that. Though I'm sure the Grenadiers slightly disagree in that assessment, which is certainly not very humanitarian in outlook. Guards from them they're going to sort of try and move up, support the guards or the scout cars there. He's like might be expecting now, of course, that something not very friendly is going to come his way, and there we go. Two scout cars moving up. Other two scout cars pulling back, guards moving in as well. Oh, he's actually driving straight towards the guards. That's extremely well, but looks like the man takes a sort of push it around. Still takes a few shots, pulls up behind some terrain. That's good. Scout carriers taking it down to me. Those scout car super carriers are extremely reasonably effective against other scout cars as well, which overall makes it a bit difficult to counter with the 2-2-2 as well. But it looks like he managed to at least get one of them, pull the other one out, though heavily damaged, close to victory 2. So that's a very small victory there, I think, for the Detach. Although it clearly could have gone better as well. Still, he managed to pull out at least one here, and if you can get that some veterans, that's definitely going to be a lot more effective with further accuracy. Got the fuel pump back as well, as all attention was in. Of course, the small, well, rapid striking force and swift doesn't really lend itself towards that much map control unless the scout cars are there to sort of rapidly counterattack, which currently they aren't. So that here it gives Detach a small opportunity to push back, and he might have been banking on that. Either way, he's sort of slightly beginning to move forwards now, take back some territory. That is good, that is good. He just needs to repair that scout car as quickly as possible to get back in the fight, begin punishing those Bolsheviks for their crimes against the Reich. Additional goes in alignment for Detach. Scout car rolling around, he's got contact party, and we know both him before saying let's fire on the church. Scout car joining as well, a bit farther away, the Kampfwagenkanone blasting away, shattering of wood, and possibly relics. Heavy fire going in there. Eventually 2 gained. Coming back. And ooh, a heavy mortar has arrived here. The one is in turning the mortar has arrived for Obscura. Adding some more serious artillery like he's continuing up some of the Grenadiers. Counter just acting from the other angle. Pulling back here. Looks like he was able to discover it in time. Grenadiers and Pioneers moving in. Need their scout prepared. Need to pull back here to the command bunker reinforce. Scout as well. We know we get a bit of resource being flooded for Obscura at the moment. Alternating no mortars, but field infantry and anti-tank grenades. But the command bunker so far serving Detach well ensuring he doesn't have to retreat as often from this position. Scout car moving in, coming to fire from the scout car. No, step to see guards watching up position, continued heavy mortar fire going in there from Obscura. So far not quite hitting that shot, hitting the scout columns there, there you go. MG42 getting overwhelmed here, flame front 50 caliber. Turning the crew into rather useless sacks of meat. Guard squads there being pushed away, Glennis moving in, scout car pushing in the need for camera, careful anti-tank grenades are there, possibility. Almost gets knocked out, but ultimately ends up maybe taking out the entire transport there. Now, oh, there we go, a transport wiped out there. Thought Obscura, that's definitely going to hurt, but at the same time, heavy mortar forced away. The losses are increasing, me noting a tank with a tank command going up. Might want to push the advantage yes, further than into armor, and there we go, overdrive as well. Quickly, comrades, drive as if though Comrade Stalin himself was after you. I already am.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Either way, setting up their anti-tank rifle, which could be secure, would be a bit help against a scout car. Could at least be used to deny his opponent something. Either way, rapidly getting that 222 back into the fight. A scout car that served for quite a bit of the war, although by the later stage of the war it was eventually phased out, since, well, the things turns out it's not really good once it comes off the roads, which for a reconnaissance vehicle is a bit of a problem. In particular on the Eastern Front, where the roads weren't exactly known for being ever-present or in the best of conditions. Later would be replaced by something like 250 half-tracks formed into scout cars, or the heavier 234, for example including the Puma, with 8 wheels, which overall gave a bit of a better grip off the roads. Pack 40 there arriving, gutes Arbeit, Leute. Setting up here, a bit quiet then for Detach, it could I think stand a bit more aggressive. But he's going here for the fuel point, good. This could also be taken back, giving him more munitions.
Your orders, comrade.
Guards 5 men, probably could be having reinforcements, then he might just merge, yes indeed. Good job there, much more cost effective there by Obscura, good job. Good use of merge, not all Soviet players use merge, but still it's actually quite handy ability if used correctly. So well done there, minesweepers up. And we got the MG42 setting up to support the scout car, guarding against any conscript rushes there with anti-tank grenade. Good thinking there, good thinking there. But now something a bit bigger than a Russian with an anti-tank grenade is moving up, and that might cause a bit of a problem there for the 222. He needs to pull it out, pull it out. Zurückfallen, Leute! Das ist ein Panzer!
They've opened up on us!
But no, apparently he decides not to. Oh, he's trying to lure it into the Pack 40. Alright, a nice idea, but at the same time not quite functional. A nice attempt by the end. Obscura was able to hunt down the scout car before that was even conceivably possible. MG42, by the way, not so well positioned. He's not really covering one of the more common entry plays into the village. He needs to pull that back. He's likely going to get outflanked quickly. Grenades moving in. Points up there being secured. Good, good. We are seeing here that Screen's launching a pretty solid counterattack here. Guards, riflemen. Moving forward here, the MG42 taking losses. Light going to push it into the command bunker, taking up the defensive position there, at least up by it. Reinforce. There we go. Guardsman getting caught out in the front. Already pulled immediately. Took a rather serious volley to the guts. Pack 40 needs to turn around here. Engineers abandoning the vehicle. And you fight soon in a bit on purpose to begin reinforcing around here. Conscript C-34 forming in. Pack 40 needs to quickly turn around. Schnell. And needs also to support guards to take up position there. Things are getting ugly all the while here. We've still got the 120 mortar finder. Oh shit! Fight to Detach. Got so caught up in the action. My apologies. 3 Grenadier squads, 2 Chinese squads, and a Pack 40. Taking up these on the way. Pack 40 got cleared out here. And interesting enough here, Obscura does not push in with the C-34. He actually holds back. He holds back. Interesting move there from Obscura, noting no commander yet here from Detach, even though all 3 commanders lend themselves to sort of aiding a bit initially for either scout cars or assault groups. Assault grenadiers, or even the officer and the Opel Blitz. And certainly an Opel Blitz would give him so much more resources in the longer term, plus of course the officer could help boost him in specific confrontation. Of course the mechanized groups could sort of provide him with more mobile elements and more aggressively punish his opponent early on.
the objective.
And of course, this assault grenades were just gunned down some Russians. Sadly, though, none of these things has been chosen here by Detach. Well, that's an unfortunate case. So, got the Haymoto finding away, a rather popular piece of artillery of the more mobile kind, was in fact used by the Germans and the Romanians and the Hungarians. I think even the Finns used it. Pretty much copied the design outright. Heavy machining gun fire pack fully approved. And the command point continues to serve as quite the stalwart point here. 40 Detach lines to constant fight here, showing that it's a lot harder to push off the field. And so far that command bank is really paying itself off then. So a good choice, and also nicely played to a certain extent as well. You could consider shifting over since any armor piercing rounds here for the MD42, by the way. Might give him a bit more boost. But there goes a Palmer caught up. He could get a stoop, but then he's also got the fuel to sort of wait for a Panzer Kampfwagen 4. But Detach is now more nicely rallied back against his foe. Nice demo charge here, by the way, on the fuel point. Nice demo charge. That's definitely going to make it harder to take that point. And we're noting a second heavy mortar. Obscura setting up here for a nice heavy mortar battery. That's definitely going to cave some skulls in, and possibly a few spleens.
Grenadiers.
But likely, yes, we're going to Panzer 4. Then again, you could also just wait a few more moments and get a Tiger tank. Since he's almost got the command points for it, he's definitely got the fuel, but of course that is ultimately his decision. And certainly getting a Panzer now would also have its advantages, since of course it would allow him to sort of push back heavier versus opponents, which in particular actually a bit lacking in things that could stop a Panzer 4. There's the Guardsman, there's the T-34, of course he's got a marked vehicle, but even that's going to be a bit tricky with only one tank to really take advantage of it, and it looks like a squad got wiped out. Yes, the demo charge went off there. Poor Heinz, Helmut, Fritz, all got split into pieces. Quick fragmentation grenade there versus the MD crew. And there you go, T-34 bombing him, coming up there from the Panzer Kanone. Most common Pack 40, or Pack overall used by the Germans. Was also pretty solid anti-tank gun. Was also the highest caliber anti-tank thing, the 75mm gun, which could still be moved around by crews because partly due to some things they've done sort of try and make it lighter, while still reasonably protective, though the gun shield still ended up being a rather on the not so protective side and sort of guarding the crew. Still sort of did alright. So there's a bit of something there to keep in mind. Heavy mortar fire, they continue to rain down, fuel point up secured. Panzer Kampfwagen 4 arriving.
Panzer 4 is ready for the crew. We have a forward structure under attack.
Most produced tank in the war. Not armoured vehicle, of course, that was stupid, but the Panzer 4 was actually sort of reasonably close in that. By that, followed after the Panther, which also saw quite a few pieces produced. But there we go, we really got those two heavy mortars just bombarding the cemetery. And there you go, Panzer Kampfwagen rolling in. That's going to make things a lot more difficult here for Obscura as the Panzer 4 rolls up and releases high explosive rounds. But really that is just getting blasted with heavy mortar rounds. There's a tank to take point coming on from the Panzer T-34. Panzer 4 rapidly moving down line to support. You could even get another Panzer 4 very soon. You could even get a couple of Stooges for this, which could also do quite well. Which certainly allows a lot more firepower, for example, versus T-34 but also infantry. So Pellet 2 calls work, but like, there we go, another Panzer Kampfwagen 4. Detach here opting for a more mobile playstyle, it would seem. Not so aggressive right now, perhaps it's a bit more cautious, knowing that my infantry could appear from out of anywhere and pop an anti-tank grenade on the engine. There you go, second Panzer 4 following up for the third Panzer Division. Usually, Panzers would be organised in one Panther battalion and one Panzer 4 battalion by 1944-45. Before that, it was sort of more of a Panzer 3 battalion, Panzer 4 battalion. But of course, the Panzer 3 was pretty much put out of production. This wasn't really good in the longer term. Of course, Panzer 4s and Panzers then became the primary tanks. So little contact there. Kriegel rather going to receive the camp pop of an anti-tank grenade, a bit expected. Does succeed in penetrating the front, so a bit unfortunate there. But a second plan for arriving. You could consider some more infantry, you could also consider choosing a commander in 20 minutes, and he's yet to choose one. Still got those same mortars firing away, one reach veteran to one already. Guards infantry squad snapped to the attack from several angles. With your pack 40 getting ambushed in before the force fall back to the command bunker, and the leaders also need to. Oh wait, I think that was made to be enforced actually. And again they could fall back, Pioneers moving in. That's what they really can here, before it's up. Ooh, pack 40 got cleared out. There you go, we got veteran 2 quick stop the infantry. And at the same time Comets here with launching an ill-fated assault against the Panther 4. Nice attempt here at assaulting the village by Obscura, but sadly detachment was quite well suited enough to repelling the invaders. Command bunker still proving itself to be a valuable investment here for Detach and Deutschland. Constantly making another assault, but this time encountering the infantry and the Panther 4. The combined amount of punishment proving to be a bit too much for Yuri, Ivan, and Vasily. T-34, by the way, closing in on veteran 2 already. That's pretty good news there for Obscura. As soon as it reaches veteran 2, that's definitely going to be a lot more nasty. But overall, interesting unit composition. It's got their 2 guard sports, 2 conscripts, and 2 heavy mortars. And of course, with 1 veteran 20 has the option there for precision strikes, which could definitely cause a massive headache for poor Detach. And right now there's actually a chance he could actually launch a panzer counterattack towards you. In fact, it would be right timing. Only 1 tank, a few mortars, and some guards infantry squads. Could probably knock out Obscura here, but he seems to be a bit withholding here. Detach perhaps being a bit too confident or insecure. Either way, the result being in, he's holding a bit back here. He's holding a bit back. Whereas Obscura is constantly pushing forwards, testing out his luck, and also clearly setting about calling in a pair of T-34-45s, adding in something a bit more serious than the T-34-76.
You need motor support? The enemy is taking what we have secured.
There goes the Panther 4 rolling up. Nice hit there on the T-34 from the Panther 4. And of course, note the more veterancy a vehicle has, the more veterancy it gives to the unit attacking it. So in that department, veterancy 1 does mean that for the Panther 4, it does gain more experience fighting it. Pair of T-35s moving in here. Much bigger guns. Detach still gaining back territory. Pack 40 shifting about a bit. Good, good. Panther 4 though wisely decides that something might not be right and pulls out before the T-35 strikes it down in a manner most unhappy. But there you go, Panther 4 spots a few infantry. Obscura trying to launch a house assault up while launching the main armoured assault towards other points as well. Good, good. And also note he's actually swinging about. He's taking a bit of a longer route, taking what he perceives probably as a safer route, and then trying also maybe to then sort of outmaneuver his opponent's tank from elsewhere. That is a good maneuver there. Good fault there. Quick anti-grenade there versus the anti-tank. Of course, near to command back, still can't reinforce it. Good, good. Second Panther 4 running to support, and there we go. T-34's hooking about there. Nice maneuver there. Solid play. Good thinking. And looks like Detach has not put the thought together. And there you go. Mark vehicle as well. Actually, Jason that back forward. He needs to turn about and get off target. Weak point. Panther 4 taking heavy hits. Veterans 1, but at the same time, Mark vehicle and the T-35 climax and source that's doing. Back 40. Oh yeah, he turned it around the wrong way. Misclick. Panther 4 pulling back now at the same time, might open up some of the T-35 tank from the rear. And there go 1 T-35-85 goes down in blazes. The situation here for Detach in the centre has rather turned against him. This very nice flank assault there by Obscura really caught him off guard. And Detach seems to be a bit overwhelmed. He's not turning around the Pack 4 trying to deal with this. T-34 gaining veterancy too. Bad news really here. Bad news. Command bunker gets wiped out. Quite the assault here, only losing 1 T-35-5 in the process, but knocking out command bunkers, panzers, and Panzer up their Kanone.
Standing by.
Nicely executed assault there by Obscura overall, not losing too much in the process, even gaining veteran 2 here for his T-34, which is definitely going to become a greater obstacle then for Detach's forces. That's not to say that Detach can completely forced off the field, but he's finally managed to control the centre after an executed assault of the better guy. Oh, Telemine though was here. Telemine! So he's actually been having a bit of fault ahead here and actually ensured. Ooh, that could be a bit of a reversal once more then for Obscura. We need to get that thing repaired as quickly as possible before maybe Detach senses that something's up and rushing a Panda 4 to knock it out. A bit of a coup de grace here. Getting that into one. Almost out, but I think he get it. There we go. And blitzkrieging. Took a bit of a chance, and that was definitely a bit of a roll of the dice here. In this case, it paid off, and he was ultimately able to deny Obscura another T-3045. So all of a sudden, he added a bit more of a penalty here to the assault, and ensured that Obscura didn't get so lightly off it. Nice job there. Nice job there by Detach, though again, very risky. It could easily have gone the other way around to a certain extent, then again. Well, that was at least a chance it could have gone. Oh well, still worked out nicely. Worked out nicely in the end. Finally, it's quickly going to work on that Panzerkampf. I'm clear that's definitely going to need to be expeditiously repaired and put back into the fight. And there we go, veterans one for the MG42. And looks like Obscura here made off with an anti-tank gun. Good job there, pulling him back to base reinforcements. Good Starbite.
Sector under attack.
Bit of a reconnaissance move there. MG42, by the way, not recruited. Still the anti-tank rifle seems to be ignored by everyone. No attempt here, by the way, at a Panzerfaust on the T-34. T-34, by the way, got off a nice hit on the Grenadiers, but I would have figured he might try to Panzerfaust it. There's a line for a Panzer. Never mind, he's got a Tiger! Tiger! Schwerer Panzerabteilung 502 bereit! Pushing forwards there in the name of Deutschland. Achtung, Achtung, schwerer Panzer. Verschmeißen die Feind. Oh wait, bang through with an 88mm gun. And looks like though that Obscura was able to make off with an MG42 there, quite lovely. And generally Tiger tanks were formed into heavy tank battalions to be sort of detached or attached where they're needed on the battlefield. Of course, as the war progressed and things went, they sort of generally all then further split up, sort of be lumped in where they're needed further on a more tactical level, which of course also ensured their full strength couldn't really be used for the full numerical strength. Generally, the heavy tank battalions initially were actually a mix of Panzer and Tigers, since they initially didn't have enough Tigers. Later on, though, it was just Tiger tanks, maybe a few infantry elements to sort of act as support to the Tiger, so there's always something there on hand, usually reconnaissance elements, some pioneers and such. And of course, they would also have later King Tiger heavy Panzer battalions, so a bit of a something there. Occasionally, early on, a few elite divisions were actually given their own Tiger tanks companies as well. Finally, occasionally Tigers could also be formed in radio control companies for Goliath and the Goliath's bigger brother, the Borgward 4B. So that's all where generally were to find Tigers and King Tigers, for those that were not aware. For example, the Panzer Division in Normandy had such a radio control company attached to it, with a bunch of Tigers and including one horse King Tiger. They've got nice grenade there against the heavy mortar. T-34 going to need to fall back here. Another bunker going up here. Detach clearly intent on establishing a command position once more in the village. He could stand to be a bit more aggressive with what he has now, a tank and a Tiger tank and a Panzer IV. His opponent again a bit shorter than now with a Pack 40, which does present a bit more threat. In particular in conjunction with the marked vehicle, that could become really evil. But still, I do think Detach could be a bit more aggressive, try to sort of punish his opponent a bit harder. Push, push, push. Drying away a bit more and sort of getting the most out of your armor while you still can before your opponent likely pulls in another pair of T-35s, because at this stage He should have figured out there's likely will be more T-3045s. You might as well try to put as much damage until then, because it still takes some time to get, you know, 260 fuel. But there you go, T-34 down to half health. Mortar rounds going down. And we actually see smoke going down here. Looks like he's actually setting up for an assault on the village, but then again, the Panzer counter-attack had already sort of decided to pull off from that. But still, a nice idea otherwise to actually lay down a smoke screen in preparation for an assault. Too bad the timing didn't quite work out.
The enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Otherwise, he likely could have pulled off something very unpleasant towards Detach.
300 points down between us.
Still seems like he's going forward with enemies, although slightly misaligned in terms of timings. Back to, well, actually, time for the analysis. Current situation here, that both sides have a reasonable chunk of the map for themselves, although we do note here that for the slight time, Detach does have both fuel points in his hands. He's also got the armor advantage. He's not got the infantry advantage, then certainly he's not got the support weapon advantage either. Though he does have a slight advantage in damage, but interestingly enough, Obscura actually has the kill advantage. That's a bit rarer, and certainly also gives an indication that Obscura does possess several advantages. Again, he's got more infantry, he's got more artillery in certain. He's also got a veteran 2 T-34, so it's not like, for example, all hope is lost just because his opponent has a Tiger tank and a Panzer IV. So things could easily go either way. It definitely requires both players to think smartly and not to make too many mistakes. But at the same time, I do think, you know, Detach could stand to be a bit more aggressive. But right now for Obscura, the current situation would probably require more armor, and of course he could save up for T-35s. Then again, that also opens up for getting hit further before that with armor, which could push him off the field if he's not careful. But interesting enough, Detach is not pushing very hard. Again, that's something Detach might want to learn, to be a bit more aggressive at times. He does seem at the moment a bit too passive. Otherwise, I mean, if he's going to save up for that, that's good. He's also got a fuel cache to sort of help with that. That is a good move, by the way, sort of building up fuel cache to sort of help with the doctrinal armor play. That is good to see. That is good to see, and certainly something that's going to help him more in the longer run. A few mines here and there could certainly be beneficial. Then again, he might also be saving up munitions from marked vehicles to sort of help take down the bigger targets, including, of course, the Tiger tank. So something there to consider. He might want to sort of dispatch a few more forces, do a bit more harassment on the flank here, force Detach to sort of have to detach troops to send over there, and sort of keep things a bit more rolling. And of course, a flank assault here. I mean, if he should try and consider pushing more for this cut-off point, because if he does, this fuel point gets disconnected, so there's actually an advantage instead of sort of trying to attack here. The response is going to be much swifter and much more brutal to sort of try and draw Detach out here to where he might be able to sort of pull his own advantages. Just a thought, though. But over to Detach, it's much smaller force at the moment, in fact, much smaller force. He's got several pioneers, but he needs more infantry, that's for sure. Also, he's gone for assault support. We've not seen the officer, we've not seen the Opel Blitz. I definitely think he should get an officer, because again, he can be used to boost troops and tanks alike, which is overall quite a handy ability. A second thing, he might want to consider setting up an Opel Blitz to sort of get him further resources, not just fuel, but also munitions, since it essentially doubles the resources of any point. So again, here he would get double the resource out of that. Here get twice the munitions, of course, here twice the fuel. Of course, it would also be a much more risky. So at the same time, probably just here and then setting up right next to the base entrance, for example, would be a good move. It's trying to give him more fuel, but also more munitions, then sort of do more fun things with. But if you get some more infantry, I would suggest calling an officer rather rapidly and then sort of rallying the troops with that, maybe laying down a smoke screen here and there. That, I think, could help Detach much, much more. And of course, an Opel Blitz right around here, get himself more fuel, more munitions, then might also save up for some strafing runs or a fragmentation bombing run. He could also, of course, save up munitions for more mines to sort of limit the mobility of his opponent. Interesting enough, there's been no S-mines so far. Certainly not, for example, around here, where you might figure, since this is rather often harassed, a mines field here would be actually a good move. He also might want to consider sort of upgrading that bunker, and he might want to actually slightly place it up here. It's a bit too exposed to his opponent. He can sort of sit up here and just fire away at it. So that's not necessarily the best bunker placement there, but there's the turn to the fight. Buttoning up the Panzer IV. Tiger moving in, and there you go, T-34 firing away. Tiger moving up. And there we go, nice hit, wiping out half the guard squad, sending down into the cold, unforgiving waters. Tiger doing what he can here, 7 kills. Guardscore taking half straight to the village. You could see them get knocked out here by the Tiger, but no, it's dead. The Tiger kills its own men. Got him, Himmelheinz. MG42 here, close to getting cleared up by the Grenadiers, but then again seems to be occupied with other troops nearby. There could be a golden opportunity here for the MG42 to get out of there. Then again, might not happen. There's the flame. Never mind, the flamethrower ships are keeping occupied. Tiger pulling back despite everything. Tiger actually pulling back. And the also retreated. Troops there should probably get back. We're noting another Panzer IV is on the way here for Detach. To rather salvage him from this rather detached situation. Also, I think Obscura's actually throwing quite a bit of manpower. He could consider expending it on some more squads. Suggest suffered some minor losses. Good job, he didn't get chucked in again. As I said, right here at the edge of the bay and village, you can actually knock it out from there. He should have slightly been more cautious with it. Good bunker placement. Does rely a bit more, sort of, you know, considering the firing angles of your opponent as well.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Oh, looks like they were able to secure their anti-tank rifle once more. Then again, looks like, hang on. They might have 3 now. That would actually limit their anti-infantry firepower a bit noticeably. There goes second Panzer IV arriving. Much larger armoured force to take on the opponent, the enemy.
Panzer IV ready. The enemy is taking
the viewpoint up there. And there go T-34 for the wheel. But then again, he might actually be at just at the amount of pop cap, but can't get it. So that's actually quite interesting. Which actually means that at the moment, Detach has the direct armour advantage since Obscura can't get more armour. He wants T-35s, and so he wants that. But of course the question is, can Detach realise and can he put in his armour in a more confident manner? I mean, he's got 2 Panzer IVs, 1 closing in on Vetch 2 plus a Tiger tank. He sort of lands the correct hits with this. He could knock out Obscura over the fight. In particular with supports and probably with Panzer IVs. Heavy mortar fire conscious moving in, coming behind up the Tiger, Grenadiers, MG42 spotting, T-34 rolling as well. Panzer IV didn't get versus combat engineers. Oh, looks like a transport was actually wiped out. MB5 Vetch 2 here with the MG42. No incendiary armor piercing rounds, unfortunately. Oh, heavy mortar there lands a devastating strike against the Pioneers. Panzer IVs here really could do with moving up and supporting. When he were to attack from several sides with his Panzer IVs, he couldn't knock that, but too late, too late. T-35 left side right here for Obscura, armoured assault inbound. Tiger tank only taking hits again, penetrating hit, and they're going to get up. More hits, and that thing could be a lot more harder for Obscura to deal with. Also noting less than 100 points here for the Detach. The situation in that department is not looking good. He needs to sort of get really aggressive. He needs to strike back. But things get a lot more difficult now. The 2 T-35s out on the field. And there we go, Vetch 2 for the Panzer IV. T-34, they're close to reaching Vetch 3. And there you go, Pack 40 getting through several penetrating hits and forcing Tiger down to half health. You see another Pack 40 arriving here for the Detach. Also knowing a strafing run is available. Panzer IV's moved up here, could try and attack from here. Strafing run is inbound, Pack 40 firing away, could get one T-35. Panzer IV should attack from here while the other Panzer IV attack from here. Can actually catch him in a bit of a pincer movement. There we go. They more to be engaged from here. Nice flank assault there from the Panzer IV. Nice deep flank. Cut behind everything. Obscura. He might be clearing on the heavy mortar. And there you go. Panzer IV tank from front. Pack 40 supporting as well. Pack 40 blips to flee though, but still at the same time exposed. Clear it out. Target it. Target it. And there we go. Close to getting it. MG's tearing through the crew. MG42 pinned down as well. 1 T-34 down. Or at least abandoned. T-35, or Tiger tank needs to pull back. Tank to guard the target. Or marked vehicle on it. Veteran 3 T-34. Close to getting that Tiger. He should pull it back. He should pull it back. Ah, scheiße. By the way, really devastating arm engagement here. There you go, veterans is 3, T-34 down there, a brutal blow there now, 1 T-34 versus the Panzer 4. He might be able to get that one as well, gaining veterans is 3 maybe, even in the process. Panzer's rushing in an attempt to disable the engine. Might give the Panzer, or T-34 time, oh, he actually continues the fight here. Panzer 4 pulls out Detach, maybe having lost a bit of confidence here. Pack 40 also nearby. Panzer 4 very close to Veteran 3, forming a stalwart bastion of Germany right here. But Obscura relentlessly push on, he's to get off the heights before knocks out. No, T-35 went down there, he got all of his opponent's armor, he's still got 1 Panzer 4. All of a sudden I lose another unit here in the process. A quick call in an officer would have just allowed some troops to look quickly get around the field, so that would be nice. Or an overblitz, no mind. Calls in another Panzer 4. Still needs more troops in the field now. He's barely got any infantry at all. He's got some pioneers and a single grenadier squad. That's it. So again, train some troops, get an officer, get some grenadiers out, just something. Detach. Mach schnell. And of course, get to repairing that Panzer 4. But right now, he's got a bit of a unique opportunity to get back in the fight rather seriously. His opponent's barely got anything. That was a really grueling battle for both sides. And we're actually noting both heavy mortars got cleared up. Pack faulties all over the place. This is a golden opportunity here for Detach if he strikes correctly. There goes second Panzer 4 arriving.
They're shooting at us! Awaiting orders. Panzer 4 standing by.
Oh, looks like he's able to steal back the Pack 40.
Standing by.
That would be slightly boring news here for Detach. Need to quickly follow up. Keep moving, keep moving. Ah, too slow. In fact, he pulls back instead. Still, there's a heavy mortar. He could add some artillery to himself that way. That would definitely make it harder for Obscura to move around his infantry, in fact. But there you go, looks like he's finally going for the point here, but then again there might be something else to deal with that.
Our opponents are seizing a sector. The territory is out of contact. Ready for orders.
And there we go, Panzerkampfwagen 4 bereit.
Those Americans are always complaining about pioneer spare.
Need to get back at the enemy as quickly as possible. He now really has a golden opportunity. All it comes down to now is how quickly can Detach move forward and punish his opponent in this small period of time.
Secured additional territory.
Secure equipment, for example. Again, the heavy mortars could be an absolute boon for him. And of course, get out some more infantry on the field. He needs to really build up forces again. But again, so far nothing happening. No officer, no grenadiers, no panzer, no nothing. And the Panzer 4s are not doing very much towards the opponent either. He's really missing out on some opportunities here. Mine here went off, then needs to retreat. Zurückfallen. And before she's coming here, but get those grenadiers out of there. Mine. Gasping doing what he can to stop the Panzer 4 advance. And there you go, veterans is free. Increased rate of fire and a higher mobility. Bad news there for the conscripts. Bad news. Well, there you go, Pack 40 fires into the rear of the Panzer 4, blitzkrieging forwards. Constantly just being shredded by the hailstorm of bullets. Jousting in the crew is taking further infantry losses. He's got barely anything on the field now. Barely anything. I mean, really, it's noting here that the tanks also bring resources, easily build his forces, and really take back and build up something. Another squad down. I'm still deeply surprised he's trying to sort of really do nothing to regain things. Oh dear, guard squad trying to take back the victory point over here. Looks like they squeezed an answer into neutral before getting utterly pinned down.
MG support standing by.
The veteran 3 Panzer 4 will need some dire repairs. We're noting here that Obscura's getting close to being able to call in another pair of T-35s. He also needs to call in some infantry, and there we go. Garsman rapidly arriving to replace the losses. Another unit wiped out. I mean, he's really bleeding out now. He's utterly bleeding out now. 2 Panzer got his squad in the way. That works, and Obscura there. Saying that P4 won him this game. He doesn't seem to be going GG or giving up yet, so he seems to be at least have slight confidence there. 65 victory points left. Still need to get repaired.
Scheiße, it is cold.
2 Panzer escorts might be a bit over the top. I'd not say they're the most effective infantry unit at the moment, at least cost-wise. An Oberblitz and officer might work better, in particular the Oberblitz here would have given further munitions and of course fuel. A 3rd Panzer on the way, get that Panzer IV repaired. That Veterancy Fleet Panzer IV is absolutely everything right now.
You claimed it for the fatherland. The enemy is taking our territory.
And again we're seeing a bit of a passiveness. For example, there's a guard squad up here which could easily be striking towards, but nothing is happening. I mean, considering the overall advantage Detach has, he's not really very interested in seemingly reinforcing it. He might already here be feeling a bit too confident, a bit too complacent, actually thinking, oh well, I won the game, I just need to wait for my opponent to go GG. Never do that. It's only over until you get that either the loss screen or the victory screen. Until then, you keep fighting. There are people who will try to lure you into a false sense of security over saying stuff. And of course there are some that might just say something and then of course think you've got the game won here. But either way, get back and find another command bunker going up. Panzer IV rolling out. T-34 is about to arrive. Panzer's moving in, strafing line going in, the Luftwaffe is striking. Looks like he cancelled the other infantry squad. Another Pioneer unit down. Get those Panzers moving. But again, very little response. I mean, he's got 3 tanks. He could easily be hunting down his opponent. And that is something that Obscura would have done. But instead, he's got 3 Panzer IVs, including a Veterancy Fleet one, sitting about here, achieving nothing for several minutes. That's really fumbling the ball, if you have to say it. I'm a bit disappointed there. Detach was always playing quite well, but at the same time, several times one just feels he's a bit too passive. He could easily do a lot better if he was just a bit more aggressive, just a bit more willing to hunt down his opponent. He needs a bit of that bloodlust, if you will.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
But now we do note 2 tanks arrived here. 2 25s. Guards and everything engaged. Stop up, stop up. Remember, your tanks are a lot more accurate when they're standing still. For some reason, he keeps on moving. Overall, maybe in fact allowing the guards to get out of there. Bit of a disappointment there. Panzer escort wiped out. Back to Obscura, by the way. 2 T-35s, 1 Veterans, 1 Pack 40, close to Victory 2. He's but wire going up by now. Bit of an odd decision, a bit of an odd timing. Bit of a standoff here. We see now we're moving with the Panthers ahead, leading with the Veterancy 3-1. Shots bounced off there, by the way. That's the benefit of Veterancy 2 to some extent. Bunkers partly not being filled up. This Panzer IV though needs to get out of there. Not sure what he did that kind of assault. Well, not sure why he kept the Pack 40 in range to support properly. MP42 should not have been moved up there either. Either way, he needs to pull back everything a bit, in particular the Panzer IVs. Need to get them repaired schnell. Get the Pioneers to work on that as quickly as humanly possible. It looks like he suffered rather heavily amongst his Pioneers as well. One rather gets the impression things are falling a bit apart here for Detach all of a sudden.
T-34 reporting. T-34 ready. T-34 crew.
All of a sudden bleeding out pretty heavily.
We're under attack.
There you go, more Pioneers on the way. Consider pulling back that Pack 40, there we go. Pull it back to the command pack, getting reinforced. You could easily get another Panzer IV now or Stug. More armor right now would definitely do him alright.
Territory secured. Enemy forces are attempting to capture our
Tanks already being repaired, likely some self-repair going in.
Get down!
Panzer IV, by the way, left a bit wide open there. Closing up the Pack 40.
We are down to 75
Field gun, Pack 40 moving in. T-34's moving in as well. And there we go, Guard Squad wiped out the Panther 4, claims another kill in the name of Germany. 43 kills and 8 of Deutschland. Pack 40 here needs to reinforce. Needs to call in another Pack 40 himself. Another Stube or something, he needs more armor. Immer mehr Panzer. Almost wiped up, but there goes the T-34, and there goes Mark vehicle. Pull out that Panzer Detach, pull it back, Schubert. He's going in for the kill. We're too slow in repairing it. Blitzkrieg and pull back towards the base as well. Something, don't engage, don't engage. You got a heavily damaged Panther 4. What are you doing, Detach? What are you doing? Oh dear! Oh well, Obscura here striking back and clearly taking advantage of the hubris of Detach quite solidly. A good player never fails to take advantage of his opponent's mistakes, and Obscura is definitely doing that quite solidly. And there we go, all of the tanks got wiped out in a close matter of minutes. Rather rapid reversal there, quite seriously punished there by Obscura.
Yes, comrade.
Well done, well done. He managed to turn things around. He was looking like he was losing, but somehow still managed to punish Detach because Detach was too relaxed. Essentially. That's the best way to describe it, because again he had more infantry. Well, not more infantry, he's got some infantry, but he had more armour. He had eventually 3 Panther 4. Yet in the end he lost it all. I mean, he could easily have punished much harder, but again, he held back for so long, yet tanks sitting out doing nothing for so long. I mean, his rather came down to likely Detach then losing because he kept twiddling his thumbs instead of actually doing something with them. Now seeing a Pack 40 arriving. Looks like a strafing run. Not that's going to have a huge effect here. Trying to get back to victory points where they're reasonably close to both sides.
You need something demolished?
Both tanks are being put together here for Obscura. With another T-34-76 on the way here to support the Soviet Rifle Corps in his advances.
Guard squad ready.
And now getting a Sturmgeschütz all of a sudden. Interesting. They should probably have done that sooner. That could actually have benefited his other panzers if he had a few Stooks in particular. Eventually the fleet sort of soak up with the Stooks and just blast away. But again, sadly nothing quite happening there. Now it just feels a bit too little too late with several T-30-45s and a Pack 40 veteran T3. That's too, it's not going to have much of a chance, I'm afraid. Looks like he's about to launch an assault from several angles here against the MD-42. Good, good. Good there by Obscura. Well, he probably wasn't quite expecting it to be like that. It's actually going to make it harder to flank. But at the same time, had he noticed that he could actually sort of snuck up around here. That could actually work, but sadly he was not aware and instead got caught here. But looks like the Detach is pulled into a full defensive posture. Sadly no incendiary thinking much, by the way. That could have helped him a bit as well, but instead the Guards infantry went in, still able to sneak out on it and cleared out with a grenade. Well done, by the way. T-35 taking heavy damage. Close, very close to victory too. Rapidly putting up another tank support here. And overall counting Detached forces, but it looks like he's saving up for another Tiger. At this stage, it's simply not enough. Had he had made the Noble Blitz sooner and earlier, he might have had the fuel for it, but instead, he's going to basically set him up in a situation where he can't really respond to his opponent. Looks like he realises, unlike he's going for another Panther 4. Back to Detach though. There you go, another Panther on the way. Nice rifle grenade here. Tank is rumbling all across the field. Points down to 32 versus 39.
We are losing a sector.
Sending in his Stoop very much on his own to try and clear out things here. Needs some infantry to spot the way. Or he should have gone mechanized and had some spotting scopes. Almost got the guard squad there, almost. Damage, by the way, rather than the advantage of Detach even kills, but at the same time, as you might be noting, he's still rather looking like he could end up losing. After that one formidable strategic fumble. And there you go, anti-tank grenade.
Attack team taking losses!
I fear we are losing. We have 10 points remaining.
Everything's basically now being thrown back into the fight. 6 points left, and there you go, GG. Realises he has lost. A pretty brutal fight, and there you go, game over. It was rather close here for Detach, but again, in the end, he just couldn't push through. He basically held back, gave Obscura the time he needed to sort of get his breath back and get back into the fight, and he really just punished thereafter Detach. So while Detach was able to sort of execute things in it tactically quite solidly several times, at the same time strategically he was a bit lacking behind, and there Obscura in the end was able to sort of play stronger, more thoroughly, and overall beat his opponent that way. But really some nice armoured action for both sides. I mean, really nice to see some veteran fleet tanks on both sides. That Panda 4 really did a lot, and again it was really painful to see it get wasted like that in the end. That could have been saved. I also would have liked to see some more mines from Detach. Overall, he had a 1 Teller mine, and that was it overall. And certainly also have to point out he really could have done more with his commander. Again, Officer, Opel Blitz could have done more for him. On the other hand, Obscura really made good use of his command. He pretty much used every ability. The heavy mortars did alright, and interesting enough again, were not recruited. I mean, it rather seemed like Detach was also a bit not very good at recruiting weapon moves. Certainly also another lacking there. Again, comparatively, Obscura was much better, basically using everything at his disposal and just pushing it and really just gaining back as much territory and resources as humanly possible. Also good use of the fuel cache and some really good flanks from both sides, you know, using armor, catching the other side off guard and catching them between total tanks, resulting in both sort of large reversals. In the end, though, the difference was that Detach really couldn't exploit his reversal thoroughly. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you had some fun with this excellent 1 versus 1. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in the replay and provide some feedback in the comments section. And of course, also feel free to follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description, so as the link to my PayPal where you can donate if you actually enjoyed this and thought, you know, it would be great to support the Propagandacast. But anyways, this is Imperial Dane saying cheers and see you all tomorrow.